What advice for legs and feet neuropathy? Well, number one, we're not going to fix it today because neuropathy is something our clinic, my teams, and I specifically specialize in. We specialize in neurology, right? We're the top acupuncture neurologists in the nation, and so for legs and feet neuropathy, you have to. This is a long. I won't be able to spend this whole time on addressing neuropathy, but I can tell you some tidbits of where to start looking. You want to start looking in your spine, right? It is some people is diabetes, your blood sugar. So if it's your blood sugar, you want to fix that. If you're getting chemotherapy, like a lot of people have cancer these days, and they're getting the chemotherapy, which kills their body. It mostly kills, and it also kills their nerves, so that's causing neuropathy. And then there is so your spine. You can have compression of the nerve that's going down your legs, and that's causing neuropathy as well. There's a solution for all of those, right? Some of those can be reversed and some of those cannot. But one thing you want to do is you can also apply um, heat because a lot of times when the nerves get pinched in your spine, that affects the blood circulation down your legs. And majority, I would say 99% of patients, of people who have neuropathy, their legs show up cold and their feet are freezing cold. We actually do something called thermography scan in our clinic at Achieve Integrative Health here in Austin, Texas. And what we do is we scan them and it shows, a picture of the blood circulation throughout the body. And in 99% of the time, people with neuropathy, their feet show up pitch black, right? Green is normal. Red, it means heat, hot, inflammation. But purple and black means no circulation. So that's why no circulation. If you don't have circulation, guess what? Your nerves are not going to heal because every single cell in your body heals through blood circulation. Why do you think, like for Sharon and Olga, who've got headaches and neck, why am I telling them to apply heat? Here's a rule I want you to write down. Okay, here's a standard rule. I want everybody watching to write this down. Okay, you got some pen and paper? Let me take a sip, and y'all can grab that. Here's the rule I want you to write down. Warmth invigorates. Cold stagnates. Warmth invigorates. Cold stagnates. Okay, write that down. And every time you've got some problems, health concerns, you should post this like on your refrigerator. Warmth invigorates, cold stagnates. What does that mean? Warmth improves blood circulation. You think about the tire pressure, right? Tire pressure. Does your tire, expand? When does your tire pressure expand and contract? Like what part of the year, right? Think about that. So when it's hot in the summer or when it's hot, your tire tends to expand, right? Because warmth, the heat makes the air within your tires move faster. Okay. Now, when it gets cold, like right now, it's starting to get winter here in the Texas. Cold constricts, right? So have you ever noticed when the temperature drops, like one day, for those of y'all who use Fahrenheit, one day it's 70 degrees and the next day it's 30 degrees, and you go and start your car and the lights come out and it says, "Oh, your tire pressure is low," right? What happened? Because cold constricts, it slows down everything. So the tire pressure also decreases. So just imagine that in your body. So warmth invigorates, cold stagnates. So why do you think I'm drinking warm tea in the morning, right? Oh, it's good tea. Warmth. So one thing you should do in the morning, this is something that I do every day. If you don't like tea, it's okay. Drink a cup of 8 ounce of warm water. You can add lemon to it or whatever, right? But the key is warm water because warmth invigorates. When you wake up in the morning, Don't you want your body to start working, your blood circulation start working? Bringing in warm things in the morning helps your body start circulating better, right? That's why it's actually not good for your health when you start off the morning eating cold stuff. Like so a lot of people do like those smoothies, right? Cold smoothies, right? They put ice and all that stuff. That's one of the worst things you can do, right? That's one of the worst things you can do in the morning. Do not do that. Warmth invigorates, cold stagnates. Okay. And so cold stuff, right? That's why neck pain, joint pain. I'm telling you, use the blow dryer, right? Because it increases the blood circulation. You need blood circulation. Why? Because every nutrition is in your blood. In order for your headache to get better, you need more nutrition to the cells, to the area that is causing the neck pain, right? For your neuropathy, the nerves are not, if they're not getting enough blood circulation, they're not going to heal. And guess what? Your neuropathy is going to get worse. There's no medication that can help you reverse your neuropathy, right? This is why acupuncture and Chinese medicine is so effective, because acupuncture can directly move blood circulation to those nerves in your feet. Now, you can temporarily, by putting in a hot foot soak, right? And that will temporarily bring warmth and blood circulation to your feet that are freezing cold, but that's not permanent, right? Because once you remove it from the hot water, guess what? Your feet get cold again. Why does that happen? Because your brain has been trained to quarantine your legs all the way down. Quarantine means stop blood circulation from getting to your legs. And it's the same thing with those of y'all who have chronic migraines, chronic headaches, chronic neck pain, right? Because taking a pill, you're not fixing the problem. You're not telling your brain to say, hey, move more blood to my neck and fix it. Actually, what medication is doing and injections are doing is saying, hey, the brain, it's like the brain in your neck. Let's say for those of you who have chronic neck pain, right? The reason why it doesn't get better is because the communication between your brain and your neck is severed. There is no good communication. It is all about communication, guys. Think about it. Those of y'all who are married, if you and your spouse don't communicate every day, does your relationship get better or worse? If you and your kids, if you don't communicate every single day, does your relationship get better or worse? It's the same with your head and your neck, head and neck, right? If your brain does not communicate with your neck, does that relationship get better or worse? It gets worse, right? And basically, what does medication and injections do? They make that communication worse. So that's why this is what you'll experience. Over time, you may have started off with a Tylenol, ibuprofen over the counter, and it worked. Excedrin migraine, it worked. And then over years, guess what? Instead of popping one pill, now you're popping two pills. And then after a few more months, instead of popping two pills, now you're popping 5 pills. And then now the over-the-counter medication doesn't even work. Then what do? You go to your family doctor. Your family doctor, oh man, I need some prescription strength Tylenol. Okay, you get that. It works for a few months. And then eventually it stops working, right? Why? Because those things are not fixing the problem. They're not fixing the communication between your brain and your neck. They're actually distorting the communication. They're tricking the brain to say, oh no, there's no problem in the neck. There's no problem in the neck, brain. Keep functioning as is, right? Keep go playing sports, right? Keep playing sports and not worry about the neck. The neck's fine, right? That's what medication does. It distorts the communication between your brain and your neck. So how do you fix it? I'm not talking about relief. I'm talking about fixing problems. You got to restore communication.